Hi guys. Yes, we are done with the first topic of the second lesson. The first topic we did was who is Princip and you know and what he has contributed to Indian history, and we went on to see the most important long answer of this lesson, that is why 6th century is often regarded as a major turning point in early Indian history. We did that, and this contained even the short answer called why Magadha is considered to be the most powerful Mahajanapadas. So this long answer contains even this short answer. That means we have done one long answer and one short answer for this lesson. And before we proceed to the next topic, I just want to request you to focus on this map, because this map is of your syllabus, and I know the places which are marked in this map will be asked in your board exams. So very important places are like Rajgir and Ujjaini, Rajgir, Ujjaini is here, okay, Ujjaini, and Vaishali. What I would request you is take a Indian political map, present day, modern day map, and try to locate these places and mark by your own hand. Know these places in your map so that you can practice them very clearly. Because here the demarcations are not very clear. The political demarcations of Indian map is not very clear in this map. So what you need to practice is take a Indian political map and try to locate these places in your map with the help of Google, and so that you can practice them well. That is the easiest method, and all these places are important. We cannot pick and choose some important, but all are important. But some very important ones are Rajgir, Vaishali, Kushinagara, Ujjaini, and Kausambi. So the places which are coming in your lessons are very important. Okay. So we move to the next topic, that is an early empire. So we have done 16 Mahajanapadas. Now we are moving to an early empire, and that empire is Mauryan Empire. Before we get into Mauryan Empire, let us quickly go through this left corner facts, languages, and scripts. See, Ashoka is considered to be one of the most important Mauryan empires. So he has written a lot of inscriptions. He has talked to the people. He has given the rules and regulations to the people through way of inscriptions. So his inscriptions mostly in Prakrit language. Okay, while those in India, okay, in India, Ashoka inscriptions were in Prakrit language, while some of the inscriptions which are in northwest part of the subcontinent, that is Afghanistan and Iran and Iraq side, in Ashokan inscriptions found in Afghanistan are in languages called Aramaic and Greek. These are the two languages which are used in the inscriptions of Ashoka found in the northwestern part. Most Prakrit languages inscriptions had the a script called Brahmi script. Very important for your MCQs. Prakrit inscriptions had which script? Brahmi script. Whereas northwest में जो languages है like Aramaic and Greek inscriptions, they had the script called Kharoshthi script. I think this we studied in the last lesson also. Okay. If not, okay, please note down Kharoshthi script. So these are the two scripts which were prevalent of that time. So the Aramaic and Greek scripts were used for the inscriptions in Afghanistan. So this fact I told you. So in Afghanistan. So very important for your MCQs. Now coming to the main topic. See, as the growth of Magadha culminated in the emergence of a new empire called Mauryan Empire. Okay, Chandragupta Maurya, he is the one who founded this empire. Okay, he extended the control so far to the northwest, like Afghanistan and Balochistan, which is in Pakistan today. And his grandson, Chandragupta Maurya's grandson, is Ashoka, and he arguably the most famous ruler of the early India. Even conquered Kalinga, which is the most important war that we talk about. That is in present day coastal. Odisha, very important. They may ask Kalinga is in which part of present day, which part of state. So any questions can come. So which are there in the book can appear in your board exam. So this is quickly an introduction to this empire. Now this whole topic can contain a single question. Okay, throw some light about the early empire called Mauryan Empire. ऐसा एक क्वेश्चन आ सकता है, उसमें आपको सब जो भी टॉपिक्स हैं, अभी जो भी टॉपिक्स हम देखने वाले हैं, सबका एक नो नटशेल शॉर्ट नोट आपको लिखना पड़ेगा. Otherwise they can ask you some 3 markers on different topics, short answers on different topics. The first short answer I will be dealing this with short answers type. ठीक है, बाद में जब क्वेश्चन अगर लॉन्ग आंसर में आ जाए तो आप इसको समराइज करके लिखिएगा. Now the first short answer is, how can we find about Mauryans? Now we have some sources, some information about Mauryan empires today in this era. How can we how can we know these people ruled India and about their administration and all that? How can we know? We know through variety of sources. The historians have used a variety of sources to reconstruct the history of Mauryan Empire. This is an introduction to the topic. So they have used variety of sources. Which are the sources? First source is, see, this is number 1, archaeological finds. I know, I hope that you know how to take notes from my class. Now when I say first point, you need to put number 1 there and take down this as the first point and explanation required. So these include archaeological finds, especially sculpture. Oh, so this is the first one. Now second point, also some valuable or contemporary works. Contemporary works are the works which are written, the written work of that particular time when Mauryans were living. At that time, some writers, some scholars wrote on their account, on their book. So that is called contemporary works. Such as the first one is contemporary works में first वाला, the account of Megasthenes. Megasthenes is a person who wrote a book called Indica. Okay, Indica is the book he wrote, and he was a Greek ambassador, a person who was sent from Greece to India, that is to the court of Chandragupta Maurya, as an ambassador. Okay, ambassadors are those people who come to a court, to the king, to study or to learn about the administration of that particular area, so that they can go and help in the administration of that their kings. Okay, so Megasthenes came from Greece, and he left a lot of writings on the administration of Mauryans, especially Chandragupta Maurya, and that helps us to understand this. Now another important source is, this, that is Arthashastra, parts of which probably composed by Kautilya and Chanakya. So Arthashastra is not completely composed by Kautilya. Kautilya is also called as Chanakya, and it is partly, okay, some parts which were probably composed by. Now he is the person traditionally believed to be the minister of Chandragupta Maurya. ये सब आपको आंसर में लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. What you need to write is, the first one is archaeological finds, second the contemporary works like works like Megasthenes, Greek ambassador who came to India. So this ambassador to which court, ये सब आपको MCQs के point of view में पढ़ना पड़ेगा. Like Kautilya, who is considered to be the believed to be the minister of Chandragupta Maurya, ये सब आपको MCQs के लिए अलग से पढ़ना पड़ेगा. But for the answers you need to know what Megasthenes and book Megasthenes, what he wrote and how, and this archaeological finds and Arthashastra written by, ये सब, all these are sources to tell about the history of Mauryans. Now Mauryans के बारे में, Mauryans are also mentioned in later Buddhist and Jaina and Puranic literature में भी इनके बारे में, even Sanskrit literature में भी इनके बारे में लिखा हुआ. What are the literatures speak about Mauryans? Buddhist literature, Jaina literature, Puranic literature and Sanskrit literary works. Some of the Sanskrit literary works में भी इनके बारे में बताया गया. So this is the fourth point. Now while these are useful, but the inscriptions of Ashoka written on rocks and pillars also regarded as the most valuable source. Very important. This is the fifth point. This is the fifth source to tell that Mauryans history के बारे में हमें कैसे पता चलता है. So there are 5 sources from where we can find about Mauryan history. One is archaeological finds, second is contemporary work like work written by Megasthenes, that is Indica. It's not mentioned here, actually it will come in the later lessons or in your, I think, timeline में है, थोड़ा देख लेना. And that is Megasthenes work. And third one is Arthashastra. The fourth one is Fourth one is some of the literatures like Puranic literature, Jaina literature, and Buddhist literature, and even Sanskrit literature also. Now, what is the last one is the most important one, Ashoka's inscriptions. They are considered to be the most valuable sources because we come to know maximum of Mauryan history from the Ashokan inscriptions. These inscriptions are pillar inscriptions as well as rock inscriptions. Okay, so there are two inscriptions, two types of inscriptions of Ashoka. One is pillar inscription. The other one is rock inscription. Now, these are some of the facts about Ashoka. Ashoka was the first ruler who inscribed his message to his subjects. First time अगर कोई subjects मतलब people लोगों के लिए अगर अपना कोई message देने के लिए inscriptions को use किया तो that is Ashoka. And his officials, okay, even to the officials, to the people as well as to the officials, he used on stone surfaces natural rocks as well as polished pillars. Both naturally जो rocks already जो rocks existing है, he used to write on the existing natural rocks as well as polished pillars. The once he makes the pillars, on the pillars he used to write and display it in a place so that people can read and understand his message. And he used the inscriptions to proclaim what he understood to be Dhamma. Very, very important. What is Dhamma? He used the inscriptions to proclaim, to tell to the people about his Dhamma. What is Dhamma? This is the question. So one marker में आ सकता है. What is Dhamma? Dhamma means respect towards elders, generosity towards brahmanas, and those who renounced worldly life. मतलब जनरॉसिटी उनको दिखाना है, ब्राह्मणास को दिखाना है, और वो जो अपने मतलब वर्ल्डली लाइफ को छोड़ के साधु संतु बन गए उनके लिए रिनाउंसिंग मतलब गिविंग अप दिस लाइफ. Okay, treating slaves. The third one is treating slaves and servants kindly. The fourth one is respect for all the religions and traditions other than one's own. अपना religion, अपना tradition के अलावा दूसरे religion और दूसरे traditions को भी respect करना. So these are the four things which are included in Dhamma. Very, very important question. Please go through. So we have done short answer, the first short answer, very important one. Now we are moving to the next one, that is the administration of Mauryan Empire. Very important question, administration of Mauryan Empire. See, there were 5 major political centers in the empire. The first one is the capital city called Patliputra, and the provincials. There are 4 other provincials, so total 5 major political centers. First one where the emperor used to be seated, that is Patliputra. Emperor used to be seated in Patliputra. And provinces, there are like we have central government and state government. उस समय start हो गया all this political processes पहले से भी था. So provincial centers like Takshila. These are map में ये जो भी places हैं, यहाँ पे दो जो places हम discuss कर रहे हैं अगर map में दिया दे रखा है तो it's very important. And Ujjaini, Dosali and Swarnagiri. These are the 4 provincial centers. So total 5 major political. All this mentioned in Ashokan's inscriptions. If we examine the content of these inscriptions, we find virtually the same message engraved everywhere from the present day to the present day northwest frontier province of Pakistan to Andhra Pradesh and Orissa. What does this mean? What मतलब आप जो भी inscriptions, I'm just summarizing what is written here. जो भी inscriptions आपको northwestern India, that is अफगानिस्तान एंड बलूचिस्तान, वहां पे जो inscriptions मिलेंगे, और उड़ीसा और आंध्र प्रदेश यहाँ साउथ में जो मिलेंगे, मतलब whatever inscriptions you find, the content remains the same. Okay, if you examine the content of these inscriptions, the same message engraved everywhere. What does this mean? इसका मतलब कि they are asking a question. That means, could this vast empire, जो Mauryan Empire, could this vast empire have had the uniform administrative system? क्या ये एक uniform administrative system था सब everywhere? Because we see a same message inscribed everywhere. So historians have increasingly come to realize that this is unlikely. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. Why? Because see, the such one marker में ऐसा पूछ सकता है कि will it be possible? Your answer is this, that is this. ये आपको ये आंसर में ये नहीं आएगा. Actually you need not write this in your administration of empire में. First point आपको लिखना है there are 5 major political centers, और कौन से centers है इतना तक लिखो. बाकी ये सब आपको बस डिस्कस करने के लिए दे रखा है. You just know some more facts. Okay, so you need not worry, but MCQs के लिए is very important. Don't write in your answer. This map is also very important for your board. We'll come back to this map after this topic. So So but this is unlikely. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि everywhere uniform administration नहीं हो सकता. Why? Because the regions included within two diverse regions, because some regions are hilly terrain and some are coastal terrain, some are plain, some places are very plain area, some places are very hilly area, and some places are coastal areas. There you cannot have very same administrative policy. You need to change your policies. So this is very very unlikely. The historians have come to this realization. Okay. Now, the next second point is, it is likely that the administrative control was strongest in areas around the capital. The second point है, administration capital जहाँ पे पाटलिपुत्रा है वहाँ पे बहुत strong, और provincial centers जहाँ पे हैं वहाँ पे बहुत strong थे. These centers were carefully chosen. बोथ तक्षशिला एंड उज्जैनी बीइंग सिचुएटेड इन इंपॉर्टेंट लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस ट्रेड. ये इसीलिए तक्षशिला को और उज्जैनी को कैपिटल के प्रोविंशियल सेंटर्स के रूप में इसीलिए इनको सेलेक्ट किया क्योंकि ये लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस ट्रेड के लिए हेल्प कर सकता है. एंड व्हाई दे चोज स्वर्णगिरी? Because it is the place. Swarnagiri, literally meaning golden mountain, was possibly an important place for tapping or taking the gold from the mines of Karnataka, which is in present day KGF, that is Kolar no gold field, हम KGF कहते हैं. So this is Swarnagiri. They chose Swarnagiri for gold purpose. They chose Taxila and Ujjaini for a long trade purpose. One marker में अलग से इसको पूछ सकते हैं. What was the reason to choose Taxila and Ujjaini as the provincial centers? What was the reason, purpose behind Swarnagiri being chosen as the provincial center? ये वन मार्कर में आ सकता है, but this topic, this is the second point in our administration. The third point is communication along both riverine and land routes were very very vital for the existence of the empire. Whichever administration, whichever kingdom or empire you see, communication should be very strong. If there is no communication, then there cannot be any effective rule. So communication, because they have riverine as well as land routes, very very vital, and journeys from the centers to the provinces could have taken weeks if not months. So within few weeks they had the access to their provinces. This meant that arranging for provisions as well as the protection of those who were on the move. So matlab, they have all these arrangements so that they can protect those people who are traveling. Okay, it is obvious that the army was an important means. So this is the fourth point. Okay, army, they had a very important means of ensuring this later. So to protect the people who are traveling for trade and all trade purpose, उनको ensure करने के लिए, बचाने के लिए या protect करने के लिए, so they had army, very important. So this is, you can consider this as the fourth point, because we are going to discuss about the armies now. Megasthenes mentions a committee with 6 subcommittees for coordinating military activity. Very very important. ये अलग से one marker में आ सकता है, but I don't think so, but we have to learn this, very important. Megasthenes mentions a committee with 6 subcommittees for coordinating military activity. Which are these 6 subcommittees? We are going to see. Why these subcommittees? To coordinate the military activity. Of this, the first one, okay, the first subcommittee looked after the navy. The second subcommittee looked after the transport and the provisions. The third was responsible for foot soldiers. The fourth was responsible for horses. The fifth was responsible for chariots. The sixth for elephants. So these are the 6 subcommittees looking after coordinating the military activities को coordinate करने के लिए सही मतलब whether this army is ready for any kind of struggle. So this is how it is coordinated by 6 subcommittees. The activities of the second subcommittee were rather varied. मतलब second जो subcommittee, the second subcommittee, that is transport and provisions. इसका जो है बहुत rather varied, मतलब बहुत सारे उसमें बहुत सारे activities है, मतलब responsibility इनका क्या क्या responsibility है? Arranging the bullock carts, carry equipment, even procuring food for soldiers, fodder for animals, and recruiting servants and artisans to look after. इनका काम केवल ट्रांसपोर्ट और जस्ट ट्रांसपोर्ट प्रोविजंस मतलब क्या है, इसमें ये सब इंक्लूडेड है. ये सेपरेट क्वेश्चन में आपको एमसीक्यूज में पूछ सकते हैं कि सेकंड सब कमिटी का the second subcommittee were rather varied. Explain in a line. So you have to explain this. So I should consider this as the third and fourth point for your administration purpose. The first one, the third one is communication. The fourth one is speaking about the military activity. So this is the fourth point. Now this I don't think as the fifth point into the this on administration. You can learn this only 4 points for the administration of Mauryan Empire. This is for your MCQs extra informations. Ashoka also tried to hold his empire together by propagating Dhamma. That is yeah, administration may be आ सकता है because it is a part of administration. He is trying to keep his empire together by propagating, मतलब what is propagating, announcing, proclaiming Dhamma. That we saw what is Dhamma, the principles in which we have seen. It's a very simple, virtually very universally applicable, and this according to him would ensure this Dhamma. If you practice Dhamma, it would ensure the well-being of the people in this world and the next. Not only in this world, if you do well, if you follow this Dhamma, you will be happy in this world, and you also will go to heaven according to their every religious belief ke mutabik. We will also go to the next world, and we will have a very peaceful, comfortable life even after our earthly life. So some special officials known as Dhamma Mahamatas, very important. They were appointed to spread the message of very very important. Who are this? What is Dhamma Mahamata? पूछ सकते हैं या who are this Dhamma Mahamatas? Questions आ सकते हैं, and these are the officers appointed by Ashoka to spread the message of Dhamma. Very 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 important. So far what we have seen, उसमें सबसे ज़्यादा important MCQs में अगर कोई माना जाए तो this is the first one. Second one is what is the meaning of Piyadasi and what is Dhamma. All these are important. So we have done the second short answer in this topic, that is the administration of. Now, how important was this? The importance of Mauryan Empire to the present day India or to India. Okay, so that's the last topic, last short answer. So the importance of this empire. Okay. While historians began constructing the early Indian history into 19th century में हमने start किया इनके बारे में पता करने के लिए, and this time the emergence of Mauryan Empire was regarded as the major landmark. Okay, Mauryan Empire का जो emergence है वो major landmark के रूप में हमने इसको माना, and India at that time जब हम ये इसके बारे में पढ़ने लगे, पता करने लगे, at that time India was under the colonial rule and the Britishers, and 19th and 20th century Indian historians found the possibility that there was an empire in the early India, both challenging and exciting. हमको पता चल गया कि एक empire ऐसा था 20th that Mauryan Empire के रूप में एक empire था जो बहुत ही challenging and exciting empire था. Also some of the archaeological finds associated फर्स्ट अगर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इसमें से आपको लिखना है तो द फर्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंस इज इट वाज चैलेंजिंग एंड एक्साइटिंग एम्पायर वी हैड इन द अर्ली इंडियन हिस्ट्री. फर्स्ट पॉइंट. Also, the archaeological finds associated with the Mauryas, including stone sculpture, were considered to be the examples of spectacular art. Very, very important. The importance is, second importance is spectacular art. Typical empires, examples of it's very important from the point of view of art, the inscriptions, okay, the stone sculptures and all that. And the second point. The third one is, they say that the message of Ashoka, the message on Ashokan inscriptions were very different from that of the most of the rulers, suggesting that Ashoka was more powerful and industrious, means very hardworking. Industrious means very hardworking, and also more humble than later rulers who adopted the grandiose titles. Those who had a very significant, a very glorious title जो leaders के पास था, उनमें से अगर देखें तो सबसे लीडर जो powerful bhi tha, hardworking bhi tha, and he thought for the people. So Ashoka. So this is the third thing to be noted, Ashoka. And it is not surprising that the nationalist leaders, that is our nationalist leaders, those people who fought for independence in 20th century, regarded Ashoka as an inspiring figure. Okay, he was an inspiration to the nationalist leader like Gandhi, Nehru, and some other Congress leaders. So this is another point to be noted. Yet, how important was this Mauryan Empire? It lasted only for just 150 years, not very so long like any other history. Besides, if you look at, you will notice that the empire did not encompass the entire subcontinent में ये नहीं था. फिर भी and this was, this kingdom emerged. Why it was just because after this so many new chiefdoms and kingdoms, small kingdoms started emerging. So though it is not so big vast like any other empires that we are going to see, but this contributed a lot to Indian history in the form of archaeological finds, in the form of art, in the form of, giving a powerful and industrious leader thinking for the people and inspiring the nationalist leaders. Okay, that is Ashoka. So that is the importance of this empire. So we just missed out this 33 page number mein jo map hai, and this map talks about lot of new places. Sarnath, very important. Kausambi we already seen. Ujjain is there, Girnar is there, Swarnagiri must be there. um, uh, Sarnath, yes, Sarnath, this one, what is that? Patliputra, yes. Then Rumi, all these places are where major rock edicts and pillar inscriptions. See, there, okay. So major rock edicts and major minor rock edicts and pillar inscriptions. According to this, these places are given. Okay, so please go through all these places. As I told you, take a political map and mark these places also, so that it will be, you may not forget them. Compare with the present day this one. So that's all for today, and we have done another topic, very important topic, speaking about the early empire, that is Mauryan Empire. So all of you, please take the notes and study well, and don't waste your time, and stay home and stay safe. That is more important. Bye bye. See you.